Hi, I'm Kate Frazier and welcome to my channel. I'm just going to today really quickly go through what we used in our ninth grade this year in 2023. So as a new homeschool mom, I always wanted to know what other people were using, and maybe you're the same way. So not to say this is like the best or anything, this is just what we used. Every homeschool kid is different. Every homeschool family has different ways of homeschooling, but this is just what we used, what worked for us this year. So I'm going to start at the top with the main curriculum I used was Exploring World History, and this is a Knotgrass curriculum. There are 2 volumes. You can see they're super heavy books because this covers 3 subjects. So it kind of saved time, but obviously it was a meaty subject. So we have history, we have English, and we have Bible all included in this curriculum. So this is Creation through Middle Ages for the first semester. In the second semester, it is then the Renaissance to present day. So it is very well laid out. I loved it. This is the first time using it. I've owned it for a while. But in each of the books, there's 15 weeks. So it's a total of 30 weeks for the year. So every day we'll have an amount of reading in the textbook. And then they will also tell them exactly what to read as a Bible verse, what to read in the extra book, which is right here called In Their Words, which is excerpts of books, speeches, documents, important things to do with what you just read about. It is very well laid out. He loved it. I loved it. It is very comprehensive. It took about 2.5 to 3 hours every single day. So then you have this. Then every single day there are questions to do, 10 questions, comprehension questions, to get them thinking, to get them having a dialogue with you about what they're reading. I had my kid actually type out the answers to all these. Obviously there is a really big answer key, as well as a kind of an introduction here for parents to read. So that is Knotgrass, and also there is an essay to do every single week, or a project, sometimes a craft, sometimes a video, something for them to do on a Friday. And then also there are quizzes at the end of each week, and 6 exams, 6 for Bible, 6 for English, and 6 for history. On top of the Bible and English and history, they had you read a lot of literature books too. So this is the literature that it covered, and this is what he read throughout the year. So there was George Orwell, Martin Luther, Cry Beloved Country, The Imitation of Christ, The Hiding Place, Sun Tzu's Art of War, Bridge to the Sun, Caddo Bubastis, The Tale of Two Cities, Shakespeare, Julius Caesar, and C.S. Lewis' Abolition of Man. Oh, I wanted to show you. Okay, so here was the answers to all the comprehension questions. I actually printed them all off. And then also this was all of his essays for the year. So it was quite a lot. It was quite a lot of writing. Every single week he had an essay. Anyway, that was the end of that. So it was a really great curriculum. I really loved it. I will do another video more in depth to cover that. On top of that, for English, I would do 10 minutes of spelling power. I have a video on this more in depth, but it's just a real great curriculum to use for spelling. And then I did, this is 10th grade, but I used the 9th grade easy grammar worksheets. I just did about 4 a week just to stay on top of his grammar. It's just really easy, just fill in. It's just great. He loved it. Okay, so that's English, history, and Bible. Okay, then he did a guitar class for the entire year for fine arts. We did, for a semester, we did typing using typing.com just to get his speed up. I had him do a YouTube tutorial for Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. That was just one semester. For the foreign language, he did Spanish 1, and I used Rosetta Stone online for that. And he loved it. It was very interactive. That worked really great for us. Then for math, we didn't use the physical book, but it's actually teaching textbooks, geometry. We used it online. This is the old version where we used to buy all the crazy discs. Now it is all 100% online, grading online. I love teaching textbooks. My math kids, my non-math kids have loved teaching textbooks. So that's what we did for math this year. He did baseball the entire year. And then the last thing we did was biology. And I use Apology. I've used them for years. I used the second edition of their biology book because I owned it. Has experiments, really well written. You have the answer key and the quizzes right here. And then I also have the audio book so he can listen to someone read it aloud to him. Multimedia CD with some experiments on, which are pretty much all on YouTube these days. And then I actually had a copy of the student notebook, which they fill out as they go. It has all the experiments in the back. It is a really great resource if you can get a copy of one of these, or if you want to use the new version, which is their third edition. They also have a student notebook too, but I have not used that version, so I can't speak to that. So his year was very comprehensive. It went very well, and that is what we used this year. I hope that was encouraging for any of you. You can homeschool through high school. It is really great for your kids to have that dialogue with you through these transitional years from childhood to adulthood. I highly encourage you to try it. Go ahead and read up on it. There's a bunch of homeschool books on how to homeschool through high school. It is well worth it. I've already graduated my 4 older kids, and it helped them get through those transition years that are pretty difficult for kids, especially in today's society. So I applaud you for homeschooling your kids. Have a blessed summer, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe below, and have a blessed rest of the day.